High up in a mountain north of Manila, they dig, they scratch, they hammer, chipping away at what used to be a village before the mud came down, before more than 60 villagers disappeared. Now, hundreds of rescuers and volunteers battle exhaustion and risk new landslides to recover the bodies.
The point here is we will continue.
Typhoon Mangkhut may be gone, but it's left a big challenge for searchers and a growing list of the missing.
We won't lose hope, no matter what, even if, until they found the body.
Lancy Belusay's two absent cousins are among them. She sits here next to dozens of other relatives, waiting and hoping.
It's very hard to believe, but I still believe there are survivors still alive.
Nearby, there is a shout, frantic shoveling, and another grim discovery. The people who are missing here were small-scale miners and their families, men who would literally spend their days panning for gold in this dirt, this mud, and in the water that came from these mountains. The irony is that, in the end, it was exactly the water that was flowing and the mud that turned out to be so dangerous.
There's no survivors anymore, as you can witness. So
Jesus Yango is the local fire marshal. He says his men came to plead with the miners to leave before the storm.
But they insist to stay here.
So you asked them to leave, and they said, no, we want to stay.
They were directed by
They said they wanted to protect their homes from the storm and looters, something Patrick Alcedo understands. He's also a miner living nearby.
it is very hard to look for another place to stay.
Even if it's dangerous here?
Yeah, because that is life.
On the day of the storm, clinging to that livelihood also brought death. And now it leaves Philippine communities with a hard job of recovery and a grim legacy. Sasha Petrosic, CBC News, near Baguio in the Philippines.
Of course, the difficult recovery process from Typhoon Mangkhut isn't confined to the Philippines. In Hong Kong, buildings all over the financial district are in dire need of repair. But the first priority, cleaning up all that debris and the fallen trees. So many roads were blocked. Thousands of extra commuters jammed public transit today. But in southern China, flooding is the most serious problem, and large areas still don't have power. Damage is expected to be in the billions of dollars. Mangkhut has been downgraded to a tropical storm, but it's still packing heavy rain and strong winds as it moves further inland.